He's a father, a brother and icon to those that know him. A man that has the gift of advice to those that respect what he says. A man that will not sugarcoat anything. You can agree or disagree, but he is just someone who gives out great advice. Let's Talk About It is the name of the show. Here is your host, The Icon.
How's everybody doing out there? Y'all doing all right? We're gonna get started here in a minute. All right, welcome. Yes, this track's grooving, ain't it? Well, how's everybody doing out there? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing good? I'm good. It's a fantastic day. It's a fun day. Want to welcome y'all to the show. I am the Icon. The show is called Let's Talk About It. Today we have a show where we have a listener who remained anonymous. And when I mean remained anonymous, he didn't give me much to go off of. Besides that, he is just really disgruntled at America. And as I said before, you don't have to like my show. I mean, if you listen to it, I appreciate it. You can either love or hate me. It doesn't matter. But if you listen to my show, and I appreciate the support. And this is going to be one of those letters that this gentleman, I'm assuming it's gentleman because he left some pretty choice words for me, and emailed me and just wanted to tell me how he felt about me in America and the show. So, you know, and like I said, I appreciate all the positive emails that I get and even the negative ones, because it doesn't deter me from what I'm going to do or what I'm going to continue to do for other people. Now, I do this because I like doing it, you know? I get a lot of good feedback from my listeners and that support my show. So, and I appreciate those. I appreciate the support from my listeners. I even appreciate the haters, because without the haters, where would I be, right? Yeah, right. But this listener, because the crazy thing is, you know, when people say that my show is not good or that it's stupid, listen, I'm not trying to go for a number one spot here. I'm not trying to get recognized. I'm not trying to get syndicated. I'm not trying to get publicity. I'm not trying to do none of that. I just do this because I enjoy doing it, and that my supporters like to hear me talk about things. So, you know, for this person to come in and say what he said, like I said, it doesn't really bother me. You know, I'm not thin-skinned. It takes a lot to get me pissed off, and this isn't one of those letters. So whether the person that wrote this letter is listening, or whether he's going to hear this, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the hate that you have given to me, because I just turned that hate into positive, because that's the kind of person I am. I don't need to get on here and get bitter and go on a rant on a podcast, on a listener, because he feels that my show isn't just up to par or doesn't like the show. But it is what it is, because I stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. So, and it's okay with me. It's all good to me. So, without further ado, we're going to get off into the show. We're going to break down some things that he kind of discusses or kind of wanted me to know. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. This letter is entitled, "America is Not Great." Not my title, his. So, here we go. It's not really a long letter, by the way. It's just kind of short, but we're just going to get into it anyways. Icon, your show is stupid, and you're not a very good podcaster. You don't talk about the real issues that your stupid country is facing, and you seem not to care about America. So my question is to you, why? Why you don't think your listeners deserve to hear the truth about your country and all its corruption? I mean, I'm not even from your country, and I know all I need to know. I choose to remain anonymous because I don't want the backlash and the cancel culture, because I know that's what your country is all about. But let's just say I visited your country years ago, and all the bad shit that goes on there is truly disrespectful. I will never come back to your country. You have a disrespectful president, and I'm sure the people there are the same, because upon my visit I was robbed of my money and other items. Luckily, I was insured and I was able to get those things back that I lost. But I will never visit the USA again. I don't even want to wish the people well there, because it looks like the orange pedophile idiot is doing enough to destroy the USA, and I'm glad I'm not there to watch it go down. Hell, you're probably a Trump supporter yourself. You probably voted for everything that you're getting. Is that about right, Icon? You're a nobody. Your podcast is going nowhere because you don't talk about shit, but what your dumbass listeners send you. You and your country can kiss my white ass, because you're a man with no vision and don't really have any followers for what you think you are doing. I hope that your listeners understand that you suck. He spelled suck, S-U-C, by the way. S-U-C. Not S-U-C-K, but S-U-C. But I hope your country gets with the program, because there's other countries that are way better than the USA right now, and that your president is an idiot. But I don't need to tell you that, because I'm sure that's your guy. And I hope that America will suffer because you idiots elected such a clown. Icon, you have a stupid podcast, and I hope it suffers the same as your dumbass country does, you idiot. So, there it is. There it is. A lot of hurtful things. But things that are not going to make me subject myself to stoop to his level. First off, what he did get wrong is that I am totally not a supporter of our current administration. I don't vote because I don't think voting helps in my favor. A lot of people can say that it does help, and I can agree with you. Maybe in some cases that it does, but I don't support this orange idiot that's in the office. I don't agree with nothing that he says. I don't agree with something that he does. So I don't support him at all. I can't stand the guy. I don't like the guy. I don't hate him. I just can't stand him. So for you to come and say that kind of shit to me doesn't really bother me, because I don't really care about this orange idiot in the office. And for you to say that I don't care about America, I am not America. America is a culture of people. It's a plethora of people. And America is just not one person. One person doesn't own America. We, the people, own America. Well, I can't really say technically that we own it, but we live here, and I live here. Am I proud to be an American? Yes, I am. I am. So clearly, this guy is not from our country, is not from the USA. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I'm not sure. And then he's talking about the corruption. Again, I don't give two shits about the corruption because the corruption doesn't concern me. Now, in some aspects of life, this administration is affecting what I do sometimes, like the high-ass gas prices. But I don't live my day in politics. I don't like politics. I don't care for politics. I think politics are just downright, they can have their good time, they can have their good days, and they can have their bad days. But right now, it just seems like a nonstop nightmare that we, the people, are living through because they elected such an asshole in the office. Now, that's just my opinion. So, I don't too much care for this idiot. I just think that it's just all a bad nightmare. But here's the thing. There are some people in this country that really are divested in and that are really hot and hard heavy into the politics scheme. I'm not. I'm just not. I've never been a politician guy. I don't care for politicians. I don't care for politics. It's just not me. Because here's my thing, and I'll say it again. Politics is a never-ending battle. One side will win, one side will lose. But the circle of life continues because neither side is never going to be happy about what's going on in the world. It's not. So this person is truly pissed off at something. I'm not sure what he's pissed off about. Maybe it was a time that he came here and he was robbed of his money. I don't know where the hell you got off at or where you landed that you immediately got robbed. I mean, if that was some years ago, listen, I can't apologize for it because I'm not the guy who robbed you. I don't even know the people who robbed you. So it wasn't really a lot to go on this letter, but this guy just really pissed off at America in my podcast show. And for you to talk about my listeners, I don't like that because my listeners are my audience. They're not here for you, they're here for me. And I will never disrespect anybody that, tunes into my show or writes to my show because that's just not who I am. So for you to sit here and say that I don't talk about the real issues, that's because I don't really want to talk about those kind of issues because those kind of issues are left up to other people who really genuinely care about that. Now, my show is particularly about people that want my opinion. And do I give my opinion? I do. So I give my opinion and then they can either take it or run with it or they can just disagree with it. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Listen, the show is like a 50-50 toss-up. If the information I give you is good, it's good. If it's bad, then that's how you want to take it. But clearly, I am not the guy that you're going to put all your anger on because you feel some type of way about America. I don't own America. I don't even own shit in America. I mean, we have to pay taxes on every damn thing, which I think is ridiculous. Property taxes on a vehicle that you bought and paid for, but you got to pay property taxes. I don't get none of that. I don't get it. Because when you go to other countries aren't clearly like that. We have a tax for everything. Every damn thing. Now, does that make me angry? Sometimes, because it seems like as the days go by, the cost of living goes up. So am I mad at the country I live in? I can somewhat say sometimes I get mad because I think that what I'm doing is just kind of all for nothing. It's like I'm working to trying to survive and I'm working to trying to live. But at the same time, I am free in what I particularly want to do because I've only been to one other country, that's the Philippines. And though it's a very impoverished country, it's just sad the way those people get treated down there. Now, if you don't have money, then they'll damn sure let you know you don't have money. But if you have money and they roll out the red carpet for you, hell, even if you're a foreigner and they suspect you having money, then they still roll out the red carpet for you. But that's their country. I'm not there to judge their country. I'm there to visit with the people and have a good time with the people. So that's just who I am as a person. I don't want to go, listen, if I could go and change the world, I could, but it's not left up to one man. It's left up to a whole lot of people. So, and like I said before, I don't own this country. I don't. I just dwell here, you know. You want to talk about America and how the corruption is going. Well, the corruption only started when this idiot got in office. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't really care. I don't. If the politicians want to let this fool rob these people blind, then hey, that's up to them. Because I can't forcefully do anything, but I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, you can get out there and vote. Yeah, I could, but is that going to change anything? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I feel that there's enough people in this country, in the USA that can vote, that to me, in my opinion, my vote doesn't really matter. And I know you guys say, well, it does matter, and it does, because every vote is counted. Well, that's just the way I feel. Because it doesn't matter, because this orange idiot still got back into the damn office. He still got back into the White House. And I don't understand how people can vote for somebody who's a known pedophile, who's been convicted of 34 counts of whatever the hell he was convicted of. And he had a lawsuit against him that he lost against. But hey, that's what people are. So when you say I'm getting exactly what I deserve, no, I'm not. I'm not. So I hope this person is listening because I really do. Because I'm not sure where you're emailing me from, but I mean, clearly you could be emailing me from anywhere because your writing skills are somewhat impeccable unless you use ChatGPT to help you develop this email, which I'm pretty sure that's probably what you use AI, but hey, it's what it is. So he's worried about cancel culture. Well, this is why when you email me and people choose to either leave their first name and they send me pictures, I keep all that stuff private because I don't believe in doing that. Now, I don't think that you have to be attacked on my show for what your beliefs are or what you're trying to say. Give me a second. Yeah, I know I got to get some of my tea. Oh, that's good tea. God, I love tea. So, even if you would have left your name, unless your name is differently unique and it's like a name that's never been heard of, then let's just say my name. There's like 1,000,001 Dereks in this world. 1,000,001. Yes, that's my real name is Derek. But there's 1,000,001 Dereks in this world. So it's not they're going to try to narrow it down and try to find which one said what, who did this. So I think that this gentleman is clearly pissed off because something didn't go his way. And I don't know what that something was. I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with the robbery. I don't. Because it sounds like you've been in this country before and this only just happened to you just recently. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. But this country, you can't just take one situation and just say that it's all bad. If that's the case, I would go to the Philippines and be like, oh, it's just there's homeschool everywhere, it's all bad. No, there are good parts to every single country on this planet. There's crime in every single country on this planet. So you can't take just one incident and isolate that and say, oh, America's bad, it's bad. No, we have a nation of states. So, like I said, I don't know where you touched down at. I don't know what happened to you because you didn't really elaborate on this. If you feel the need, you want to email me back and kind of elaborate on that, then you're more than welcome to do that. But all I know is that you can't take one incident and just put it off on one person, because that's not the way this works. Because something happened to you, that doesn't make me responsible. Now, am I sorry that happened to you? Yeah, I am, because I don't think anybody should get robbed, but shit does happen. Shit happens, life happens, things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But in this case, you're clearly upset about the country, you're clearly upset about the presidency. Two things I don't really care about, because here's the thing. Where I live, the people are genuinely nice, and usually where I go, I encounter a lot of good people. I don't encounter, today I kind of got a little bit of an attitude because I was at the gas station and my truck, I drive a Hino truck, and the DEF tank is on the passenger side. So as I was waiting for the pump, I had to face in the opposite direction. So I was facing the opposite direction, and as I was waiting for the guy to leave, this other guy pulls up, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? I'm waiting here. He's like, well, no, you see these cars, you see the traffic's going this way? I said, no, my tank is on my passenger side, and these pumps don't have a DEF tank on a DEF pump on either side. They have the fuel pumps, but not the damn DEF tank pump. So I got mad at him. I said it was a dick move, called him a dick, and then I left. And then no sooner than that, we get on the highway, right? I swear to God, I don't know, but maybe the big guy was testing me. I'm not sure. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But he gets on the highway and he's like, it was two of them. They were dragging these containers. I'm not sure where they were taking them. We're probably taking them to the rail yard. And then he cuts across 4 lanes of traffic just to get off. I'm like, well, dude, what the hell? But that was my little road rage incident for today. But I don't really get mad about that. So in any event, there are a lot of good people in this world. I don't take one incident and I was robbed in the Philippines. I was pickpocketed, but I was robbed, so I don't know, but it happened. Did I get mad? I didn't. I was mad at first, but what can I do? It didn't take me for much because I don't really keep much cash on me. I think it's about maybe 1,500 pesos. And 1,500 pesos is like $25. So to them, they got away with something. But to me, it was like, okay. So could I got mad at that? Yeah, I did get mad, but I want revenge? No, I don't. So, that happened to me in the Philippines last year. So I wasn't upset about it. I'm still going back to the Philippines. So just got to be a little more careful where I put my money at. But the crazy thing is the pants that I was wearing had a zipper on it. But that happened to me. And I'm not sure, but there's some clever people. That was a good lift, really good lift. But in any event, I didn't take that situation and I didn't go ham and be like, oh, I'm never coming back to the Philippines again. I got robbed. Yeah. No, I didn't, because I'm still going back to the Philippines this year, and I'm going to have a good time this year. So as I do every year. So the flight sucks, which is like 14 hours, but hey, it's what it is. In any event, I think that this gentleman here, clearly you are pissed off at something, and I'm not even sure if it's me. Maybe you just wanted to vent your frustrations out and get it off your chest, and I'm completely fine with that. So, but you don't have to attack my listeners, because my listeners don't do anything but listen to me and they support my show. So, and I want to say thank you to my listeners, as I keep thanking you guys in every single episode, because you guys really do me a service when you download my podcast, you share my podcast, you send me the emails and say how I've inspired you one way or another. And like I said, I get like maybe, I don't really say a lot of hate mail, but I do get some. So most of the letters that I get are happy or they're neutral. You know, some are in between. Some are like, oh, well, you know, you did this for me, but then again, you know, you didn't do this, but I still like your show. I'm still going to pay attention to your show and I still want to listen to it. I do this because, like I said, I like doing it, you know. It's just fun for me to do. And I like trying to reach out to people. And I hope that I can convert this guy to a happy, turn that frown upside down into a smile. And maybe he'll email me back and tell me what's really going on with him. Because listen, I'm not angry with this guy. I'm not mad at this guy. I know this guy is clearly having an off day. Something is clearly happening in his life where he just decided he wants to lash out at me or the country. Well, you can lash out at the country because I don't own the country. If you want to lash out at me, that's fine too. Do what you got to do. It's what it is. But getting back to this thing about America. America is a good country. And yes, I'm well aware that a lot of people are saying that we are not the greatest country on this earth anymore. In my mind, we somewhat are. But there are other countries that are very far advanced and very, like in the tech sector, than we are. Now, I'm not turning my back on my country because I do love my country. I love where I live. I love the people that I'm surrounded with. I love the people that I work with. I love the lifestyle that I'm currently providing for myself, and I love what I'm doing. So, do I get pissed off sometimes at the way this world is going? Yeah, I do. Because I can think back to a time where everything was like civil and everything was like, you know, like respectful. And it's like now we're getting to a point where since we have somebody that's occupying the White House that's very disrespectful, so now all the races or the people that are coming out the woodwork, you know, you got people going against black and brown people, transgender people, and I roll with any of them. I would roll with any of them. I don't have an issue with trans. I don't have an issue with no other race. As I said before, there's no other race that's superior in this country or in this lifetime. There's no other race that's better than any other race. I think what makes you you is that you continue to put your best foot forward and wake up every day on a positive note, because that is what makes me happy. Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. So that's who I am as a person. That's who I strive to be, you know, because I think that if I woke up like this person on an angry note, well, what are you angry about? You're angry because you went to sleep, you woke up angry, you woke up mad. And I've met people like that. Why continue to wake up angry in a hostile environment? I mean, it's not good. It's really not. It's just sad. Something that has happened in your life that has made you this way. Clearly, if you want to get to the root of it, we can do just that. But I just think that if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're always looking for negative things in life, the negative things are going to follow you in life. And that cloud shouldn't be hanging over you like that. That should be, I get it, we all have off days, and I think we all have days where we don't want to, like, kind of be bothered. But, okay, let's take for me, for instance. Do I ever have an off day? I do. Do I let it show? Sometimes. And sometimes I don't. But for the most part, if I'm having an off day, I would take that day because I know I have to go to work. I know I have to go to work and put on a smile for the people that I work for. I know I have to keep a smile on my face for my family. And I know I got to go to work at my second job and I keep a smile on my face as well. And listen, life is not going to always be fair to any of us. There are going to be some challenging things that come our way. It's how we handle them, and it's how we deal with them. It's how we get across that hurdle and say, well, do I want to continue to be this upset or this mad or this angry? I mean, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't. But I like to focus on solutions and not problems, because if I'm focusing on the problem, then there's going to be no solution to that problem. And the longer I focus on that problem, then the solution is just going to dissipate, and that problem is always going to be there to hound you, to stay over your head, or that dark cloud, so to speak. So motivation for me is me waking up every day, seeing my kids, seeing my family, going to work, and just having a happy time at work. And like I said, I could be angry at this country. I could be angry at the president. But what good is that going to do? One man does not dictate my life. There's only one man that dictates my life, and that's the big man upstairs that's sitting up in them golden clouds up there. But that's who wakes me up every day. He wakes me up. I live for that, and I live for my family. And to me, I just like to be happy. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's no such thing as being happy 24/7. It is. Because I think that in spite of everything, and I know that when people leave their homes, they're not expecting the day that's going to happen the way that they anticipate it's going to happen. I didn't anticipate saying what I said to that guy, but I did. But that's just not who I am. I think I was just angry because he took my spot, and I was waiting, and this gas station is so damn full all the damn time. Jesus. But like I said, it's all good though. It's all good. I don't hate people. I just feel better when they're not around. So even though I'll come into a negative situation or a negative problem, there's always a solution to that problem. So, and like I said, I enjoy my life. I enjoy this country. I love this country. Just because we have one bad apple in the bunch does not mean he's going to spoil it for everybody, because this world is full of good people. This world is full of people with, happy thoughts, positive vibes, and anything that is positive. I don't care whether you're gay, straight, black, white, Mexican, Latino, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. I don't care what you are. Now, I think that people are responsible for their own destiny. People can come across their own destiny. So if you believe that you can make your own destiny your way, then that's what you should do, because that's what I do. When I wake up every morning, I like just to sit and think for a little bit. I sit on the edge of my bed, I'm like, wow, it's just a good day. Because I wake up with the mindset that every day is going to be a good day, because every day is a good day. It doesn't matter what life is throwing at you. Always remember, don't let it get to you. Don't let this be a problem. Find a solution to the problem. Focus on the solution and not the problem. Because like I said, if you focus too much on the problem, then the solution is just going to dissipate. It's going to go away. That's just me. And I love vaping. Can't y'all tell? I love vaping. I can't smoke weed, but I love vaping. So, and I told you why I can't smoke weed, because I have a commercial driver's license. Driving is my livelihood. I love to drive. So, but for the person, the gentleman, or I'm going to assume you're a gentleman because, I'm going to assume that you're a gentleman. For the person who wrote me this email, I want to say thank you to you again. Thank you. Because, just because you're having an off day doesn't mean you're going to make me have an off day. And I think that's what people want. People want to try to get a reaction out of the person when they write them something like this. Now, I know that there's other people that would probably take this letter and be like, well, why'd he say that? Oh, he don't know me like that. I'm about to get in that ass and, I'm about to go ham. No, that's not me. Why would it be? It's not me. It's not me because I'm just a calm, laid-back person. I think this has just been in my nature since I was born. People have done me wrong, and I've told you guys that back in my day when I was I wasn't a saint. Let's just say when I hung around certain people, I would do bad things. Like, take for instance, redheads. Redheads would always get me into trouble. I, to this very day, cannot be around a redhead. Now, I don't hate them. I just think that they're going to always get me in trouble because I don't know why. I dated this one redhead, and I swear to God, she was pissed off with her dude. We went and put sugar in the dude's tank, and I mean, that was a while ago. That was a really long while ago. But, I mean, just bad things happen, you know? So I stopped hanging around redheads, and I don't really associate with redheads. So, but I'm not prejudiced towards them. I think there's still some good people, some good redheads in this world. Yes, there is. But, and I don't hate them for that, you know? Like I said, I don't date U.S. women. And I told you guys this before, why I don't date U.S. women. I just think that now, since after the 2000s, or since the way this world has gotten, which is particularly materialistic and everybody's trying to get the bag, I don't have that kind of bag, okay? So if you with me, you just with me for me. If you with me because you're trying to get a bag, I ain't the person to be with. Real talk. Let's just keep it 100. Because I ain't got a bag like that. I drive a GMC and an Impala, okay? So both are free and clear and paid for. So that's just who I am as a person, you know? Because I think that, and a lot of people say, and I did get, you know, a letter a while back that I didn't read on air, and it was like, well, would you ever consider dating anybody from America if the opportunity presented itself? If it did, maybe, but I don't know, because like I said, I feel that I just haven't found that person that would be worth dating in the USA. I'm sorry, that's just not me. It's just not me. So, but, and that's just me. So don't take what everything I say and say, well, I'm just getting down on the women of the USA. I'm not. I'm really not. But that's just who I am as a person. So for my listeners, if you guys want to hear me talk about politics, I'm sorry, I just can't. It's just not me. There is a 1,000,001 podcasters. Well, I don't want to say million, but there are hundreds, if not thousands of people that are basically talking about the same thing. You know, when I scroll on TikTok and you can click the link and there's like almost 30 to 40 people that's talking about the same exact thing. They're just rewording it differently. That's not me. I mean, you know, people talking about you're going to get the tea and you're going to get it from here. You heard it from me first. Okay, that's fine. But I don't want to talk about it because everybody seems to be talking about it. One thing can spiral out to be 20 million things. And by the time you hear it over and over again, it's going to be diluted. Everybody's going to put their own little spin on it. And everybody's going to say their own little feelings towards it. Now, I get it. A lot of people have a lot of followers. That's great. That's good. I'm not knocking it. But that's just not me. I'm happier with the followers that I have and the people that want to listen to my show. So I'm just not the type of guy that wants to spin politics and keep talking about politics, because when I go on TikTok, you know, they have these forums, and I was thinking about doing a forum here, but I don't want to turn into like a politic thing. I want, if I do a forum on Buzzcast, that we're talking about the issues of the show and people that have an opinion about what's going on, or people that have an opinion about what I just said. Sorry, I'm spinning wheels here. I'm double talking here. But that's the kind of forum I want to have. I don't want this forum leading, well, you know, I remember a time where, you know, the presidency. I don't want that type of show. I want a type of show that if I open up the forum and you guys want to come on and chat, then we talk about the issues of the show, or you can offer your advice, your opinion, your life experience, or whatever. That's just me. But I don't want my show to turn into politics, because I'm not a politician guy. I think I'm prepared to know enough about what I need to know about politics. Because it's crazy, because I care, but at the same time I don't care. And a lot of my listeners say, well, it does affect you, and it does affect me. Like I said, it does. But what can I do about it? Only thing I can do is wake up and just continue just to go to work and to thank God that I'm alive and to see my kids and my family. And that's it. And that's pretty much all I want. I am not a hard person to get along with. I keep moving forward, never backwards, always forward. I realize that there are some things that I can change. There are some things that I can't change. So I stay positive, I work hard, and I make it happen because that's who I am. That's who I want to be. Some people don't hate me. They just hate that you're not like them. And I don't want to be like them because this is why I don't have friends. I want to say I have associates, or I have people that I work with, and they're pretty good people, and I like those people, but I don't really care to get to know you on that level because I just don't. I'm just a loner type of guy, and I think I'm completely fine with that. And like I said, sometimes it may get a little bit lonely. And sometimes I am like, well, what would happen if I did have this friend? Don't get me wrong, it's all good. But that's just who I am as a person. So, and then when I have some people that email me that say, well, I decided to take your advice not to have friends. Listen, I'm not telling you not to have friends. You can just choose your friends wisely and choose the ones that are respectful of you and your situation or your family. Because I don't have friends because it's just too much drama in this world. And I don't like drama. I like to live my life peacefully. I like to wake up in peace. I don't like to wake up in negativity or somebody go, oh, did you hear what happened to so-and-so? No, I don't care. I don't care. I only care about me and mine. Hell, even my kids, I can't stand the drama that they bring in sometimes. But as a father, I've got to listen and I've got to try to deflect that negativity and turn that to positive. And that's basically what I do. But listen, it's all good, folks. It's all good. But the fact that this guy took the time to write this was just really, it's not really mind-boggling because I have letters before that I read online. I mean, on my podcast. And like I said, you're not going to be able to please everybody. And that's completely fine with me, because I'm not here to please. I'm just here to try to, not really educate, but just try to make some sense of things, Just try to put a positive spin on it. People think that because I keep going, I don't hurt. Let me be very clear. I'm hurt, but I keep going. And I do that. I do that respectfully because that's the kind of person that I'm trying to be. That's who I've always been, When I've had a bad breakup, I'd be salty. I'd get upset. But at the end of the day, that's going to be like a 5 or 10 minute thing. Now, when I lost my wife, I was upset. I was really asking why, but again, that's something I have to get over. That's something that, I took therapy for, and I made sure that everybody was okay. But my kids had to see that their father was still going to be there for them, and that I'm still going to be a strong father, a strong brother, a strong son, a strong whatever I am to anybody. So, and I get that, but that was just at that time. So some people only hate you because of the way that people love you. And I believe that because I get a lot of love from these people that listen to my show. And I really like that and I really enjoy that. And like I said, I'm not trying to go for the #1 top spot of podcasts. I'm not trying to have a gimmick. I'm not trying to do things that's inconsistent with what I believe in or what I want to do on my show. So I don't know if this guy, maybe he does have a show. I don't know. But I like to give other podcasters the benefit of the doubt. I do listen to other podcasters. And like I said, some shows are okay. Some shows I just can't really get into. But that's not for me to judge. I'll listen to it. I'll kind of give my support if need be. Because I do have a pod roll on Buzzsprout that I do listen to these two shows. So, and I'm not trying to tear anybody down because that's not who I am. I'm not going to tear anybody down. Now, I may say some things in my podcast about my letter or about the letter that they send me, and that's not trying to tear you down. That's just trying to put things in perspective for you and trying to make sure that you understand that what you're doing is either right or wrong, or the opinion that I'm trying to give you is going to maybe help you or maybe not help you. I don't know. So, but for those who've been with me since the start of this thing, because I've had listeners that's been here since the start of this thing, and they've said, wow, man, you've done some things, you've changed things around, you helped my people do this, and we kind of listen to your advice. We sit around, we talk as a family. That's all I want. I'm not here to destroy a family. I'm not here to destroy lives, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. Even though it might have tried to happen a few times, but that's not who I am. And for me, as a father, that's where I try to instill that in my kids. Life's not always going to be fair. You're always going to have somebody who's going to try to test you, or somebody's going to try to put you down, or somebody's going to try to berate you or do anything they possibly can to try to discredit who you are. The only thing I can tell you is just let it go. Let it go. As long as they don't put their hands on you, then let it go. Because there's no point in trying to fight that battle. It's like an uphill battle. Why keep trying to fight something that eventually this person's going to try to keep eating away at you, and you're going to let this person keep eating away at you? I don't let anybody eat away at me on nothing. If you say something, you say it, I speak my piece, and then we go our separate ways. If you want to keep trying to get in my head and trying to set me off, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because as a person, that's not who I am. That's not what I believe in. And I've had people try to do that. I've had people try to turn me against this person, turn me against that person. That's just not me. So just because I don't react doesn't mean I don't notice it. So if I notice it, I'm going to acknowledge it, then I'm going to move on. If you want to keep dragging it out day in and day out, months, weeks, years, days, whatever, that's your mindset. That's clearly not mine. Clearly not mine. So when I tell people, when I try to give them positive input, then that's just who I am. Do I believe everything I say? I do. I really do. I don't think I say anything that's going to try to mislead anybody. I might have a few little punchlines, ain't nothing big or nothing like that, but that's what I do. So when me and my wife started this podcast, we just started with the notion of trying to help people out through our experiences and what we've done in our lifetime. And I know what I've done in my lifetime is probably not good. And then when my wife did, well, she's probably not good. But through it all, we kind of stuck it out and we stayed together. So, but as we see, life has different directions for the both of us. And I was a little bit upset about that, but not so much no more. So, because I know that she's in a better place and I will see her again. So it's all good, people. It's all good. Oh my goodness. It's been a good day. Every day's a good day, right? Yes, it is. So, but as we get ready to close this show out, I just really want to say that, again, I honestly don't have the time to hate people who hate me because I'm too busy loving the people who love me. Let this sit in for a minute. And it's true. So that's just me. But I hope that my show can reach out to anybody that's having an issue or a problem. I hope that you will find it a way to either email me or text me. Listen, I put my texting information on the site on Buzzcast. You guys can feel free to message me anytime you want. Now this number is just strictly a number. It's not like it's gonna ring or nothing like that. Or you're not gonna call me because I'm not giving out my real number. But it's what it is. So if you guys don't want to email me, you can feel free to send me a text message. The texting information is on the site Buzzcast. I'm sorry, Buzzsprout, not Buzzcast. I keep thinking these two are the same, but they're not. But it's what it is. Maybe they are. I just don't know it yet. Genius. Yes. So, all right, good people. This has been fun. I'm going to let this track play out. Come See Me by Nick Caution and Katori Walker. Until next time, my friends, you guys take care of yourself and each other. I want to say thank you for listening to the show. I hope you all have a great day, and we will see you next time.
You've been listening to Icon with Let's Talk About It. Please follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks for spending time with me today. Always remember, I can't control life, but I can control how I react to it. Stay sharp, and I'll see you soon.